A deal this week for a new rescue loan. People fed up with austerity hit the streets yet again. Some 3,000 union members joined protests over cuts that could see many civil servants, medical staff and teachers all getting sacked. Right there, public sector workers blockading the parliament in Athens. Greece is saddled with an enormous debt of over $400 billion and is only able to stay afloat with massive EU cash injections. But to qualify for these bailouts, Athens has to continue making huge public spending cuts. Let's take a closer look at how tough the situation really is here on RT International. Government figures released last month say the country's jobless rate hit a record high 28% in November. Young people are bearing the brunt. For those under the age of 25, unemployment over 60%. Austerity measures caused by the Greek economy have caused it to shrink by a quarter in just 4 years. And as the banks are refraining from lending, small and mid-sized businesses are continuing to close. The Greek government is forecasting a tiny recovery this year of 0.6%. But even if Greece grew at around 5% annually, it'll still take 2 decades to start reducing the unemployment. RT's Maria Finoshna now reporting on the struggles of the country's health services.
It's been 40 days since Kostas's best friend, Nikos, died. The 64-year-old taxi driver had been suffering from cancer, but when he suddenly lost his job and joined the 27% of the country's population who are unemployed, he also lost his medical insurance.
They put Nikos in a hospital, but they didn't treat him. I told him that evening, "I'll see you tomorrow at 11. He smiled, but the next morning he was already dead.
Kostas himself is very sick and quite pessimistic about his future.
People without insurance today, they're like garbage. And what am I doing? Just waiting to follow my friend."
Kostas's only hope is a miracle or a clinic like this one. It lives on donations from ordinary citizens or municipal authorities, but they only take medicine or equipment, not money. Dozens of doctors here volunteer to treat patients for free. Up to 100 come through the doors every day. Mikhail, a heart patient, is among the lucky ones.
It was a matter of life and death for me. Doctors gave me only 1 month, and here they put me on an urgent waiting list. And I was waiting for my operation, but waiting for death too. Hopefully they saved my life and me.
Since 2011, this clinic alone has helped more than 20,000 people, but one patient died without receiving treatment, despite an appeal by doctors to the country's health authorities.
This is very unfair. This is inhumane. And all these policies and decisions imposed in Greece today, they have an impact on those who don't have insurance, but later they'll affect others too. And at the end of the day, people are just being murdered.
At least 50 others today need urgent help, but no one could guarantee whether they will be able to get it on time.
The Greek health service has never been particularly efficient, but 6 years of nationwide crisis has turned what was already bad into something even worse. Today, millions of Greeks can't afford health insurance, and despite a number of volunteer projects, those whose prognosis is bleak look to their future with little optimism. Maria Finoshna, RT from Athens in Greece.